All right. Let's just go to the last uh, sort of thing of this topic, right? Now, if you look at the results of both the tests, and as I have told you, you don't need to use both, just one is enough, right? Usually, I prefer the head test because it's easy to remember. Just fit the model and just type HETTEST and you will get the result. But sometimes the theoretically, White's test is having some advantages over the head test because head test is based on some assumptions which may not be working all the time. So White's test is a general heteroscedasticity test. So statistical point of view say we sometimes prefer the White test as compared to any other test. And the two tests that I have told you, they are just okay. Let me again share the screen before. Okay, before Shah Hassan tells me again, और उसको मुझे extra marks फिर देना पड़े, ठीक है? Right. So uh, I have to share the screen. Sorry. Okay. So theoretically, we would recommend that you should use the White test as compared to any other test. But I mean, if you just want to know whether heteroscedasticity is there or not there, it's not a problem. You can just use the Broish-Pagan test rather than White test. Like in White test, का एक ये है कि because when it comes to remedies, okay, uh, when it comes to something like, let's say, there are a number of remedies, but if you want to have one quick remedy for heteroscedasticity, okay, so the most widely used is the White's suggestion. Okay. White, who proposed a test for heteroscedasticity, has also suggested one simple solution for heteroscedasticity. And what is that White suggestion? Uh, it says replace the non-constant variance in the expressions for standard error. Rather, let me just write it like this. It proposes what it calls robust standard errors. Okay. White actually gave an alternate formula for standard errors क्योंकि अभी हमने consequences में पढ़ा कि if heteroscedasticity is there and you still use the usual standard errors, then they will be wrong because they'll be based on wrong formula. So White actually in his theoretic work came up with an alternate set of formula for standard errors, which he called a robust standard error. Robust का word उसने इस sense में use किया, right? He used the word robust standard errors in the sense that the standard errors that he was proposing were actually not affected by the presence of heteroscedasticity, right? So when we use the word robust, we are using in statistical terminology to say that this thing is not affected by the bad effects of a particular problem. In the given case, heteroscedasticity, right? And what was his idea of robust standard error? It was something like this, okay? Replace the non-constant variance in the expression, right? In the expression for standard errors by squared residues. This was his formula, right? For example, what does it mean, right? For example, he actually suggested that if the variance of beta 1 hat in simple regression model, right, if the original expression was something like this, summation xi minus x bar square, okay, into sigma I square divided by sigma xi minus x bar square whole square. This is the correct formula, right? This is the correct formula, but this formula actually requires that you should know this thing. अगर आपको ये मालूम हो तो फिर तो आप ये कर सकते हैं. If this sigma I square is unknown, which is usually unknown, then you have a big problem. Okay, then you have a big problem. So White actually said, replace this non-constant variance, which you usually don't know. उसने ये कहा कि replace this one by this one, ui hat square. So this was the formula that he came up with. Wherever sigma I square is appearing in your formula, and if sigma I square are unknown, which are usually unknown, replace it by the squared residue, right? And the standard error would be simply the square root of this. Okay, so if you take the square root of this expression, it will give you the standard error of beta 1 hat. Okay, so standard error of beta 1 hat would be just replacing in the formula sigma I square by the squared residue. This was a simple trick that he did in his theoretic work, and he called this standard error, in which the original sigma I square is replaced by this one, he called it he called this one as robust. Robust standard error. Okay. So this standard error, in which ui hat square was actually replaced instead of sigma I square, he called it robust standard error, right? And this methodology has been very easily implemented in Stata like this. Like for example, we use the model and then we check that heteroscedasticity is present, right? So remedy. So what is the remedy? Implement White's suggestion. White's suggestion, right? That is, use robust standard errors, right? This one. So the White suggestion is implemented like this. Now let me introduce. Let me in a sense reproduce the original model, right? This is the original model that we checked for heteroscedasticity, and we came up with the conclusion that this model is suffering from heteroscedasticity, right? Using the VPG test and using the White test. Now, in order to implement the White suggestion of uh, robust standard errors, White only says, don't change anything in the coefficient, just change the standard errors by the formula that I'm actually suggesting, which means robust standard errors. So you would see when I implement the White suggestion, this portion of the output would change. This would remain the same. The coefficient would remain the same. The standard errors would be replaced by robust standard errors. Okay. So in order to implement the White suggestion, okay, White suggestion. Just reproduce the original model, rect price MPG. In the end, with one comma के बाद जो आप लिखते हैं उसको हम कहते हैं additional command, extra command, comma, and simply write down robust. You see the same model, but before you press enter, just type comma, and after comma, type robust. Okay, this extra word after comma. And when you click enter, you see this new name over here. Okay, previously there was only standard error. Now you have robust standard error. These are the standard errors which are calculated. These standard errors, these are calculated using the White suggestion. And when these robust standard errors are used for these T ratios, okay, you see the coefficients, these coefficients and these coefficients are one and the same thing. You see minus 106.52 and so on, exactly the same. So nothing is changed over here. The only change which occur is here, robust standard error. And as a result, these T ratios are also changed because now these T ratios will be computed using these robust standard errors and ultimately these P values. So whatever statistical inference you are making here, whether it is significant or whether it is insignificant, but this standard, this particular, these T ratios will be correct. And as a result, these P values on the basis of which you will be making conclusions about the effect of these variables on the dependent variable price. Now, this is something which gives you the correct inference. Again, keep in mind that when you implement White suggestion, it does not change the estimated model. It only changes the robust standard errors. तो फर्क मॉडल के एस्टिमेशन पे नहीं पड़ता, फर्क कहाँ पे पड़ता है? हाइपोथेसिस टेस्टिंग. right? So when you go one step further from estimation, White's suggestion tells you that simply use the robust standard errors instead of the usual standard errors. Why? Because the usual standard errors are no more valid. So use these robust standard errors to compute revised t ratios, and as a result, revised p values. And on the basis of these p values, whatever statistical inference you would make, that would be valid statistical inference, right? So this is actually how we correct the model for heteroscedasticity. But White suggestion implement करने से पहले important है, if you want to implement the White suggestion, that you should have first detected, आपने पहले check किया हो कि whether heteroscedasticity is present or whether it is absent. Okay, if it is present, then you should just type or reproduce the model with this additional part, you see, comma, robust. At the very end, just type comma, robust. When you just say type, comma, robust, Stata understands that I have now to implement the White suggestion. So this is all about heteroscedasticity, okay? So we would stop here, finally. If you want to ask anything, you can do that right now. Otherwise, जी
सर यहाँ पे तो इंटरप्रिटेशन की जरूरत नहीं है ना, सिर्फ हम ये चेक करना चाहते हैं कि हेट्रो या होमो.
हाँ, यही मैंने आपको यही कहा ना कि you are not actually getting a new model, right? The model
Yes.
is the same as before, but because the statistical inference based on that model was not correct, because इससे पहले आपने ये चेक किया कि heteroscedasticity present है. अगर heteroscedasticity absent होती ना, अगर null hypothesis आपके BPG टेस्ट में या वाइट टेस्ट में अगर आपका null hypothesis रिजेक्ट ना होता, तो इस स्टेप की जरूरत नहीं. You have come for this step because heteroscedasticity was present, and that's why you need a correction. So correction आप कहाँ पे करते हैं? आप सिर्फ standard errors में करते हैं, right? Coefficient में नहीं करते. Coefficient remains the same, which means the estimated model remains the same. The only correction that you are making is in the standard error. So you are only correcting the statistical inference. The significance को आप correct करते हैं, estimated model को आप correct नहीं करते. Is it clear now?
Yes, sir. Clear.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, so we stop at this particular time, or next week. Let's hope that we have a physical class over there. Hopefully, we will have a physical class after a long time. So we will start from at least one model में और discuss करना चाहता हूँ, because before I start time series econometrics, and that model is what we call the logit model, right? Logit model. So in the at the start of our next discussion, I would start with what we call the logit model. Because logit model and some other forms of the logit model are also very important types of econometric models. Just to give you an idea, what if your dependent variable is qualitative rather than quantitative? अभी तक तो हम ये assume कर रहे हैं कि हमारा dependent variable
सर ये अगर next class में पढ़ ले तो.
हाँ, तो यही मैं कह रहा हूँ कि in the next class we would start with logit model. Why it is important? Because your explanatory variable sometimes may be qualitative rather than quantitative. So there are many examples in real life कि जिसमें आपको logit model use करना होगा. So we will just start with the logit model in some of its other forms in the next lecture. Okay, till then, जी.
Sir, kindly ये lecture आज जरा फिर share कर.
जी. जी.
Kindly ये lecture हमारे साथ आज फिर share कर दे जरा.
कौन सा lecture?
ये जो भी हमने लिया recording की बात कर रहा हूँ.
Exactly. It will be multiple recordings क्योंकि आपको पता है ना कि it got in a sense interrupted. So मल्टीपल फॉर्म्स होंगी, मैं आपको सब सेंड कर देता हूँ, ठीक है।
ओके, थैंक यू
उसको फिर आप देख लें, होपफुली कि अगर आपसे कोई मिस हो गई तो उसमें आप फिर चेक कर सकते हैं।
सर। ओके, थैंक यू सर।
ऑलराइट, so that's all for today. Thank you very much. See you next time. Thank you.
थैंक यू सर।